Good afternoon, I'm Hope Smythe and here are the top stories at 1:30. Will homelessness be eradicated by 2027? Upon the news of 3 deaths in Hastings due to homelessness, a new government strategy has been put in place to reduce the numbers of rough sleepers in Hastings. We went to find out if the locals thought that the government was doing enough now.
Yes, I do think that they do enough. There's some schemes, I think, in Hastings, like the Snowflake Shelter, I believe. And so you have seen a lot less people on the streets.
And unless you're in a housing association, you've got a big problem. Housing association or council, there's no problem. But the lists are ridiculous.
In the first Prime Minister's questions of 2018, Jeremy Corbyn pressed Theresa May on hospital waiting times, referencing that 17,000 patients were left waiting in the back of ambulances in the final week of December. The pair went back and forth on the issue of the NHS before the Prime Minister ended the debate with, "We see more doctors in our NHS, more nurses in our NHS, more operations taking place in our NHS, more people being treated in accident and emergency in our NHS." Former director of League Against Cruel Sports, James Barrington, has admitted that he has changed his mind on hunting with dogs, defending hunting as a form of wildlife management and not just a sport. Earlier this week, Theresa May announced that the Hunting Act would not be voted on in this Parliament, despite pledging it in the Conservative Party's election manifesto last year. An opinion poll taken in May last year revealed that 64% of voters disagreed with the repeal of the Hunting Act 2004, and Brighton hunt saboteurs have told Brighton Broadcaster News that it is a great first step, but that current hunting laws do need to be reviewed and tightened. The most polluted postcodes in Britain have been revealed today as part of a new project to map concentrations of nitrogen dioxide across the country. Marylebone Road and Hyde Park Corner contain the 2 most polluted postcodes, although Hastings and much of East Sussex has been deemed to have relatively clean air. Hastings-based charity Imagine Nation is calling all runners, New Year's resolution fitness fans and those willing to embark on a challenge to help raise funds to provide books to local children in the Hastings and St Leonard's area. We spoke to charity founder Annalise Elm on why she started the charity.
A few years ago, I was working for Hastings Borough Council and my role was the anti-poverty coordinator. So I was researching all of the poverty issues in Hastings, and through that, I in my spare time, and this wasn't in my role, I was thinking about what would be the best thing to make Hastings a bit better. And I looked at different educational projects for young people and old people. And what I came up with was Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which is a book gifting programme for 0 to 5-year-olds. And the children get 1 book a month posted through their door from the time they're born until they're 5 years old. So that's 60 books in total by the time they reach the age of 5.
The Time's Up campaign came about as a response to the Weinstein effect. It aims to change and stop discrimination, harassment or abuse, especially in the workplace. Actors and actresses showed their support for the campaign by wearing all black to the Golden Globe Awards ceremony. However, some celebrities were criticised on social media. Our entertainment correspondent, Laurencia Anning, has been finding out more.
Hi, Hope.
Hi. So, Laurencia, some celebrities have received backlash after not showing support for this campaign. Why is this?
Well, many users took to Twitter to point out that many of the men who won a Golden Globe did not show any verbal support, whereas women who did used their award to really express why the campaign is so important. Especially Oprah Winfrey, about her speech was amazing. The campaign has drawn attention to something that affects women all over the world, and like with all the high profile men who are being called out in the news at the moment, it's really important about this campaign.
Yeah, definitely. Most stars wore black to show their support for the campaign, but some didn't.
Yeah, out of everyone who attended, 2 women didn't wear black. Their names were irrelevant, but the stars who did wear black were among like amazing actresses such as Natalie Portman, Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman. Even Meryl Streep stated, "We feel emboldened to stand together in a thick black line. So that's amazing.
And what was the highlight of the Golden Globes?
There was loads. I think definitely for me, it was Oprah Winfrey's speech. It was really popular. Everyone was talking about it. She said in the middle of her speech about each of us in this room are celebrated because of the stories that we tell. And this year we became the story. The Golden Globes is not really much about the movies, but about Time's Up campaign. So vote Oprah 2020 presidency.
And I'm sure many people would. Well, and now for the weather. Sunny spells with temperatures of 9 degrees, with expected outbreaks of rain and drizzle later on in the day. That's all for now. More news with me and Liam Fawkes at 3:30 p.m. Goodbye.